chose the red feather. Let's see it there. And your card says marriage. So I think group 1, it can speak about marriage or possibly attending a wedding, but I think it's more about partnership. So something around partnership is important to you. I mean, it could even be about a partnership that is currently in your life that might have more significance than you expect. Let's see. Oops. Group 1. I've got a very nice reading. 3 of Wands. I think you've been patiently waiting for something to... Let me just think about this. You've done work on something, you've put it out there, and you are kind of anticipating something coming in, and it even could be this partnership, this relationship here. When I saw this card, it was like all systems go. So you are really ready to move on something, to move forward quite fast on something. There is a temptation for you to ignore the offer. Why? I'm not sure. It's like, I think that what you need to be careful of is that hard work, that thing that you've put out there, that you've asked for, in fact, you don't get in your own way by maybe thinking, being too much in your head, possibly with the King of Swords, being maybe too judgmental or harsh about it, like a negative talk, or talking yourself out of this thing, whatever it is. You get the 3 of Coins and what you need to think about, and that's the card of it talks about collaboration. So there's definitely, and that's a 3 as well. You've got 3 threes. So there's something about this collaboration energy, message of collaborations, collaboration theme that's important for you right now, group 1. So take it, think about it, meditate on it in the weeks ahead. You get the Hermit in the unconscious. So I feel like you are torn. There's a part of you that wants to come out of this Hermit stage, this so interesting. I'm thinking of the crab, and there's the Cancer, you're right, the card of Cancer. It's almost like doing that hermiting, and yet at the same time you're wanting to come out. And you know what's so beautiful, you get this card that it's not a card, it's not part of the set. It's just an extra one, and it tells me about a journey that you are on, like an adventure. There's something new coming in on offer, and it could be a new relationship, the potential for something quite beautiful. And as I say that, I look at the 9 of Cups here. There's this potential for something quite beautiful. There's an offer. Look at that. Got all these cups. There's an offer around you that might fill you with fear, group 1. We'll see when we get the clarifiers. You get the Ace of Cups in the near future. So don't be surprised if this ship that comes in, it's what you've put out there, but you might be afraid of it. And if an offer doesn't come in the near future, I'll come back to the advice. But in the outcome, you get the King of Cups in reverse. So a feeling of maybe fear of emotions. It might be something to do with their fearing the intense emotions that whatever this is, because I think it's quite important to you, brings to you. You know, this to me is you on this new adventure, and you have a say in that new adventure. You can write it. You can write it and make it beautiful, group 1. Yeah. get the Three of Wands there again in the reverse. So there really is a push me, pull you attitude, like you're afraid of the same thing that you want, is the impression that I get. So in the near past, you get the Two of Cups with the Three of Wands. I think that you've been burned by love before, partnerships. You're afraid of partnerships, of could be love. Of course, it could be another kind of emotional partnership. You want a partnership, and maybe you even need the partnership, but you're a bit afraid. There's for some reason you are not sure, is a partnership my medicine? Is it a balm? Is it a cure? Or is it a curse? That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting from that. You get 2 sevens. So you get, with the Chariot, you get the 7 of Cups, and it's like choices. It's about choices. Maybe for some of you, that's what's keeping you stuck. For some of you, I think there might be a number of options available to you, but for the majority, I think that there is an option on the table, and you are second guessing it. And here you are in your head. This page is so unsure. They're looking one way and their sword is facing another. You're not going to get clarity with that. If you're not going to confront the issues, it's like you're waiting for this offer, but you want to look the other way when the offer comes in. Look at this woman facing, not even looking at the cup, and looking at the 3 cups, it's reminding me of the 5 of Cups, looking at what hasn't worked. So I think that there's some work for you, Group 1, about confronting your fears and why you have this attitude towards partnerships or a particular partnership. With the 3 of Coins, you get the King of Cups. This is what you need to think about. You get the King of Cups in the future. It's in the reverse. It's like, it's exactly what I'm saying, is like you want this partnership, but you're afraid of it. You're almost afraid that you don't have the capacity to care for it and to care for yourself in it. But I feel like that's not true. I think that you do have this King of Cups energy. It's come out twice. You have it. You're just not sure of it. And if you want to think about that King of Cups and imbibe that energy, that's a good thing. And what it is trusting yourself to be emotionally secure no matter what happens. Those cards coming up twice tells me you've got that capacity. In fact, this reading is telling me you've got the capacity to love, to feel passion, even if it's about work, and be able to handle whatever comes. It seems to me a fear of being hurt, maybe even a fear of hurting others as well, like a combination. But you have this heart that can handle that, because you have this King of Cups attitude or mentality where you are okay in the emotions, even if you don't think you are. That you can handle big emotions because you have a big enough heart, a heart that's capable of taking care of yourself in particular. And then with the Hermit beneath the deck, you get 10 of Cups in reverse. So there is there is definitely this feeling of being unsure. Should I come out? Should I explore? This is such Cancer energy, but I guess it's also Virgo energy. So there's Virgo and Cancer here, as far as I can have taken note of. But there's this reluctance to play in the area of emotions. And with this adventure you're on, you get the card of patience, and I think that you're being guided to be patient with yourself. It's the idea of Rome not being built in a day, like, okay, you are starting on this adventure, but be patient with yourself, and I would say with others around you. Like, if you have this capacity to take care of yourself, it doesn't mean that everyone is comfortable with that. So that's just for some of you to think about as well, For others, it's about not expecting. You've put your plant out there. Don't expect everything to be like rosy from day one. Like, allow for hiccups on your adventure. Just see it as an adventure, And then with the Nine of Cups, you get the Nine of Swords. So someone around you or something around you is offering you a chance to let go of this, maybe lonely nights or sleepless nights or worry over something that's emotionally dear to you. And, like I say, this could be work, could be studies, it could be anything. It looks a lot like love because the cups are just abounding here. So take it as it fits you. I'm seeing love. But it could equally be something that you feel passionately about. And in the near future, wow, this is just amazing. You get the Ace of Cups and you get the Nine of Coins. Talking about, it could even be you feeling so emotionally and financially secure. So you might feel emotionally secure, and that leads you to feel abundant. Just feel abundant, like no worries, like you're okay, whatever, leading you to be able to make this offer, or put your hand out for an offer, or open yourself up to an offer. It could be for some of you that someone that's quite financially independent comes forward with an offer to you. If it's a job, it's quite a stable offer. And then in the outcome, you get the King of Cups with the Three of Wands, which is suggesting that this unsureness. And I guess that is okay, but I do feel like you need to ask yourself why you are unsure. It's like you want this thing, but you're not sure of your ability to have it, kind of thing. So maybe you're 2 weeks ahead. This is not prediction. It's just to help you, guide you to face whatever, to work on something so that you can clear the path. So maybe work on confronting the King of Cups energy within yourself. What is it you're afraid of? Are you afraid of your big emotions? Are you afraid of expressing big emotions? Are you afraid that you cannot handle what comes? Are you afraid of hurting someone else? What is it? Likewise, ask yourself key questions when it comes to work, something that's emotionally satisfying. What is it about that makes you afraid? What are the underlying assumptions that you might not be aware of, but need to spend time looking at, confronting in the weeks ahead? For advice, you get the Four of Wands and the Two of Swords. And this is the same story here. The Two of Swords is being two-minded about something, but because you're two-minded, should I go back, should I go forward, can I, can't I? Blocking your heart, blocking your third eye, not being able to see because you're so stuck in your head, group one. So I really feel like to unpack that, maybe do a lot of writing, write questions for yourself. Oh, why am I afraid? What is getting in the way? Like, it's to do, the questions are around your own stability. Are you afraid of sharing stability with someone? Why would you be afraid of that? Are you afraid of a job that emotionally satisfies you? What is your, do you have some other thinking behind that tells you it's not possible, like it's a pipe dream? So there's that kind of thing going on for you, group one. And now I'm going to draw one more card from the, I'm using the Denise Lynn Sacred Forest Oracle that my brother gifted me. I'm very lucky to get all these. They really are beautiful, even the ones that I used last week. Let's see. Meandering pathway, flow. I love this. So just take a screenshot of this, take a shot in your mind, and remind yourself that you can flow like water. You might be a water sign, or maybe you are needing to harness your water energy and flow a bit more, and a trust. There's such an element of trust, but do that inner work and of exploring what your judgments are. What are the words, the negative talk that you get into that kind of blocks your having this thing that you want? What's in the way? And I don't think it's big, but it's just a little a challenge for you to look at that. And look at this. This is the 2 and 4 is 6, the card of the Lovers. So there is some beautiful union of some sort that seems to be around you, group 1. I'll leave it there, and I hope this helps you. I hope it's helped, and I hope, and I wish you a wonderful 2 weeks ahead. I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, group 2. You chose the blue feather, and your card says main male, and it's a number 1. So there might be, and I've forgotten to take this away, there might be some partnership around you. It could, it doesn't have to be a lovership, but it might be with a male partner. Someone, you could be on a new journey, and someone is helping you on this journey, and it could be, of course, a lover as well. Let's see. You get the 6 of Cups in the reverse beneath the deck. Let me just try and get these in. Give me a sec. Okay. So you have the Justice card in the reverse. So there's something, maybe this main male is a person that you are having maybe a legal battle with. It could be a bit of a push and pull, but maybe you are needing, it doesn't have to even be acrimonious. It could just be something legal that's going on between you, a contract of some sort, maybe a dissolving of a contract between you, or a clarifying of roles, but it looks like it's something that has ended, especially also because you get the 6 of Cups, like something from the past has ended, and maybe you are resolving issues in a legal manner. There are things that still need to be tied up. You get the 6 of Wands in the reverse. So there's something about this that feels to you like unfinished business, I think. And I think it's because you have been very patient. You've put a lot into this, and you waited for it to be something else. And I think maybe you're disappointed in the outcome right now. But that's for now, You need to think about speaking up and getting clarity about something. There's a very clear, oh wow, you chose this blue feather, and I mentioned the throat chakra. Did I? At least it was in my head, and I think I did mention it. I can't remember. But there's a need for clarity, for speaking out, for unblocking this throat chakra of yours, dear hearts, that is afraid to speak up for yourself. So if there's a legal issue going on, you need to put yourself front and center. You get the 4 of Cups beneath in the unconscious. It's in the reverse. So there's like what I'm seeing is a reluctance to see what is there. That's the impression that I get. You have a King of Cups, and I feel like it's time for you to replenish yourself. I think that maybe you have You are feeling depleted, you're feeling overburdened by love or emotions, and it's time for you to focus on yourself. Around you is the Queen of Coins in the upright. I'm not sure if this is an offer, but there's some kind of earth energy around you that's very stable. And it could be the very thing that's depleting you, so you might even be torn about it, but there is the stable energy around you, and there's you feeling emotionally depleted. But we'll see when we get clarifiers. I think you are feeling like you are not able to write your own story, like, you know, like that thing, the winds of change are blowing wild. I don't know why that song is coming to me. But it's like you feel like the winds of change are buffeting you. Very interesting. And then your outcome, group 2, is this waiting and waiting for your ships to come in. It's almost this feeling of waiting for something to look like it isn't. Let me see with the clarifiers, group 2. This is quite an interesting reading, you know. It's not straightforward at all. Oh, I thought that was justice. Okay, nice. I like that card in the outcome. Beneath the deck, you get the Queen of Cups, also in the reverse. So there might be a relationship that is feeling burdensome, and it could be feeling burdensome for both partners. In the near past, look like such. Really, there is, okay, this is in your near past, but it might be affecting now. Looks like a legal situation that feels a bit unfair or felt unfair. It could have been things that didn't work out in your favor. Maybe you didn't speak up for yourself, but there's some legal matter that is unresolved for you, and it feels like it's not been fair. With the Six of Wands, you get Judgment in the reverse. I think that it's the same thing right now. What you're sitting with is this feeling like you haven't been victorious. That's something that you expected to have a rebirth. You know, it's like you hoped and hoped for something, and then it just didn't turn out that way. That's a strong feeling that I get in your reading, group 2. And you know, it reminds me of last week's reading, but there's something to do here with finances and maybe your feelings of security, you know, like financial abundance. There might be worries about it. I get this feeling of being undecided. Should I go? Should I stay? I've worked so long, I've been so patient on this thing, but nothing has changed, kind of thing. I feel this heavy sense of disappointment with you, group, not with you, in you. Like you feel disappointed, and I think it might be by this main male. So you get the Ace of Swords with the Hierophant. There's some truth talk that needs to happen in some kind of institutional setup with this main male. It could be with the Taurus. Definitely there's needing to be truth talk and honesty and speaking your mind and speaking up for yourself. And then beneath the deck you get the High Priestess. You know, with the Four of Cups, you need to spend some time looking within, taking time to be silent, and it's like you're needing to have a talk with your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? And maybe the way to do that is simply to sit like this woman, sit still. Maybe you can sit and engage with these 4 cups and see what is it that you're holding on to here with these 3 cups, and what is it that is potentially on offer that you would like to have. And also, and just let your intuition guide you. You know, the high priestess is that deep inner wisdom, but it doesn't just come, you know. We need to take time to be still. The high priestess is mysterious, and I see you also get the moon, so there's some kind of engaging in that mystery group too. It's like you are being invited to work with those. The high priestess also has the moon energy. It's like working with the energy of the moon. Even like use your imagination, you know, allow the moon. Maybe when you imagine yourself as this woman in the Four of Cups, imagine the moon illuminating so that you can see what's really going on. This is in your unconscious, so your unconscious is wanting to speak to you. The high priestess within has something to share with you. She wants to share with you. So take time out to tap into that energy is what I'm saying. And here at the King of Cups, you get the Four of Coins. And this is feeling emotionally bereft, and this is your worries about your own financial stability. You're feeling, really the feeling I get is you've worked so hard for something and yet you have nothing to show for it. And I'm not meaning to be harsh, I'm empathizing with you, group 2. It looks like it's been a difficult journey, but you always have something to show for it, whether it's in lessons or whatever. But also, I think that the key lesson here is to listen to your inner wisdom, but also to stand up for yourself. You know, I think that you really are needing to work with the throat chakra. And you know, the throat chakra is also about listening to inner wisdom and looking at things for what they really are. Because here there might be illusions about what is right for you and what isn't. There could be illusions about the past, you know, with the Three of Cups, the 3 cups there. And it's almost like there's a tantalizing future that is on offer for you. And it needs you to be tapped into your intuition so that you can open yourself up to that. And then around you, you get the Queen of Coins, the Justice card. This male around you might be wanting something fair as well. You might think that they don't want something fair, but I think that they do. Look, they want to offer stability. It could be another energy. It could be you moving away from that. Maybe you are moving to another main male. And it doesn't have to be loverships. It's from one job to another, but represented by a masculine type of energy, you know. Whatever that means for you, what jobs feel more masculine, but it's that kind of thing. But there is something that wants to be fair around you, and maybe that's why you're needing to tap into this so that you can see the wood for the trees. You can see, you know, the other thing about this Four of Cups in the reverse that I'm thinking about is that look to the past to learn from the past. What's spilt, those 3 cups that have spilt, doesn't mean that that will be repeated in the future, even in the same relationship, but something like that. But it's your intuition that knows, group 2. Your intuition knows that's what you are being guided to. You get this, here, look at this. This is beautiful because you are feeling like you don't have a say in your journey. But look, the Queen of Wands shows up saying that you do. And maybe you are going to see, after having done this work, that you feel more confident in yourself to be able to speak up for yourself. Maybe, you know, like with the throat chakra, wear blue, focus on your throat, consciously question your beliefs. What are the underlying beliefs that are making me feel like this? Do that work over the next 2 weeks and see what comes up. And I think that you'll find that you are clearing away shit. You're clearing away those beliefs simply by confronting them and owning them, you know, and leaving you to be in a position where you realize, hey, I have a say in my journey. And that also begins with me speaking up for myself, knowing also what I want, knowing what's truth and what is illusion, you know. And then in your outcome, you get the 3 of Wands. With the 3 of Wands, you get the 6 of Swords. And it's about moving now. I think you've been feeling stuck, and this is a suggestion that there's movement now from this difficult space. I think that you do this work and you'll find towards the end of the 2 weeks that you can feel that there's a shift in the energy. You're feeling lighter, you're feeling like you're moving from this place of just so much turmoil to something more peaceful. I think that's lovely. And then with the Queen of Swords, it's almost like you are being invited to do two things here. The Moon, which is the High Priestess, working with the High Priestess, but also working with this head energy. So do that intuitive stuff, but also take note of the things that come up for you. That's the cerebral stuff, like, oh, okay, I do it because of this. Okay, so... Oh, and also this can be the throat chakra stuff, because the throat chakra is about speaking. It's about beliefs. It's about honesty. It's about clarity, So being willing to look at that. It's like head and heart, but so being willing to do that intuitive stuff, and then naming it is the head stuff. Naming it and being willing to confront it. And you don't even have to confront it in a big way, like, cut you out or whatever. It's almost like the suggestion is just even observing it is a way of dissipating its energy. Yeah. So looking at confronting those fears and those ways that you don't stand up for yourself. Okay, I think this wants to come out. I love this. Wise woman of the grove. And if you think about it, and it says grace, and if you think about the queen, the high priestess, the word that would describe her is grace, And even this Queen of Wands has this grace and magic about her. So, wise woman of the grove. So that's another exercise that you can do, is imagine yourself in this grove and just go and walk in it in your mind's eye. Or if you have such a grove, do that. Do a walking meditation as well, as part of your clearing process, as part of your confronting those issues that hold you back, those fears about love, those things that went on in the past that you assume will come up in the future, or those ways that you don't speak up for yourself, in order that you can. And I think that is the one action that you can do, is to speak up for yourself, but do so from a place of having done the inner work and feeling more confident. Okay, group 2, I will leave it there. I hope this has helped you. I send you lots of love on this journey. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. You chose this purple feather, and the card for you is Wealthy Man. So this could be, I think you've got your mind on the money and money on your mind kind of thing. And that's okay. I think you're on serious creating abundance mode, group 3. But let's see. Beneath the deck, you get the 8 of Swords in the reverse. So you have been feeling stuck. It looks like group 3, but you're coming unstuck in your mind. There's some kind of mind game maybe you've been playing on yourself, but I think that you're letting go of those constraints. In the recent reading that I did for TikTok, the short that I did recently, this 8 of Swords came up. So maybe you've done a bit of work on that and you have been freeing that yourself from those perceived bonds, the perceived bondage. You get the Knight of Coins in the near past. So this talks to me about you working on something that has a lot of potential, but you see the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is the slow-moving knight, but they are slow but very, very steady. And the Rider-Waite, they are on a dark horse, not a dark horse in the sense of that person's a dark horse, but the slow and steady and reliable horse. And and you've been doing something slowly, and look at the fertility of that. It's fertile, the ground is fertile, and look at their Bitcoin. So you are definitely concerned with your bucks, with your, it could be financial, but it could also just be about stability. The Seven of Swords, I think that maybe you have felt a lot of betrayal in recent times, and I think that you are releasing that. There's a big release of the swords energy, so there's a release of this mind talk, this negative mind talk, or allowing others mind talk to get you down. However, you have the Strength card in the reverse. I think that group 3, you are needing to come to terms with your own strength. I think that you underplay your strength, or you kind of say, no, I can't do that, or I don't have the courage to do that, or who me. So maybe you are needing to confront that. We are all being asked to confront something so far, like a mindset, and yours is about how you undersell your courage, or your strength, should I say. Both. You get the Knight of Cups. You've got lots of youthful energy around you, and this is what you need to think about. It's kind of, it's not a naive energy. It's I think about the Knight of Cups, I would say, like having an open heart, but you're open-hearted just enough. You're not giving the whole goods. You are opening your heart, but you are still being savvy about it, I think. We'll see when we get clarifies, but that's what I get. In the unconscious, you have the Emperor, and this is for me linked to the Strength card, because, I wanted to say the Emperor there because it's also number 4. So there is this, you are concerned about stability. But you might not trust yourself enough to create your own stability. That's what you are working with. It's about a lack of trust in yourself, and it's not a big thing to worry about. It's a wonderful thing for you to celebrate, that you are unpacking this thing within yourself. You have the Lovers in the reverse. So this is you being on your own, I think. I think you are wanting to be on your own. Or maybe you have mixed feelings about it. We'll see when we get clarifies, but this could also be about you feeling a bit imbalanced, like you are not sure when to harness which aspect of yourself, which energy to put forward. But let's see. You get the 5 of Coins around you. It's like you feeling like the outsider. But you can choose to go within. There is shelter there. But perhaps you are needing to be out here on your own. What this makes me think of? Many years ago, one of my favorite visualization meditations was going into the desert, like being in the middle of the desert. And maybe there's a reason for you to be here out in the desert. So, group 3, take it what works for you. Either this is a caution for you, not a caution, it's like a guidance. Hey, look at where you keep yourself on the outside and want to be on the inside. How do you cut yourself off from other people? Right? That's for some of you. Others, it might be a choice. And if that feels right for you, think about what the lesson then is in you being outside. What do you learn from being outside? Because you have a different perspective. So think about that. You have the Page of Wands in the near future, and we'll get a clarifier. But this says, I think that this is saying to you, don't expect things to rush. It's like you want this new beginning, but I don't feel there's a rush. And maybe you're waiting for an offer, but there's no, maybe it's not coming in yet. Work or whatever, or from this wealthy man. You might be the wealthy man, which I feel it represents you, not that you're a man, you don't have to be a man, you get me. I think that that's a representation. But there was another thought that came to me here about this Page of Wands. Oh, again, it's for me that slow and steady, you know. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is maybe the next 2 weeks, you might be waiting for an offer. It's taking its time to come in. Just try and live the days, day by day, but filled with wonder at the beauty of that day, of whatever turns up in that day. Just try that and see what comes up for you. Because look at this outcome, King of Wands. It's like what a beautiful outcome to have. Like you standing in your power. And the King of Wands, the Emperor, is one of the Kings of Wands. He represents the Wands, masculine, fire sign, fire, the creative energy, masculine creative energy. And this is a masculine creative energy, the Wands, yeah. It's you coming into that. So, you know, and I never look at the future cards, but, you know, with the Lovers here, something that's out of kilter, and I think it's you taking on more of the masculine energy in this time that you are going through. It doesn't mean that you're going through a hard time. It's just whatever. I think that's what your lesson is right now. And beneath the deck, you get the Nine of Cups in the reverse. I think this is about biding your time. It's like Group 1, Rome wasn't built in a day kind of thing. Just bide your time. There's no rush. With the Knight of Pentacles, you get the High Priestess. So you might be tempted to not listen to your intuition, or you might have been in the past and wanted to rush something. But you didn't, maybe. And you've been taking the slow and steady. Maybe you are doubting this road that you've taken. But I feel like this road that you've taken has so much to offer, so much abundance available to you. Maybe the High Priestess, I think, is showing up as you second-guessing yourself. Yeah. With the Seven of Swords, you get the Four of Coins. I think that there's your four again. It's very much that wealthy man. It's what you are concerned about right now, is building your stability. But the Four of Coins does ask you to think about how you share and how you hold on, how you hoard, or how you don't hold on. As some people are over generous and some people hold on too much out of fear, for whatever reason, right? There's no judgment, but it's about how you looking at how you do this in life. There's some reason to do that. Anyway, that's what came up in my reading. But here, there is a concern about that. And you know, with the Seven of Swords there, I think that what you are being asked to look at is your give and take. Do you give enough to yourself? A Group 3, are you concerned about your ability to give to yourself, to create your own stability? That's a strong impression I'm getting from this reading so far. Do you trust yourself enough? If not, why? You get the 5. Oh, 2 5s. Wow, major change here. Major change here. And then you got the 5 of Coins. You've got all the 5s. Wow. No. So far, you've got 3 of the 4 5s here. And the 7 of Swords is very much, they're similar energies as the 5. Huh. There's something I feel in your past. Maybe your past behaviors and experience in the past that makes you feel you are not able to stand on your own 2 feet, or you're not able to be on your own, have stability on your own, or in a new situation, there might be a tendency to look at the past too much and therefore hold yourself back, group 3. And it could be that there has been so much competition around you that it's got you questioning yourself, questioning your ability. Think about that, group 3. Very interesting. And then with the Knight of Cups, you have the Two of Cups. This is partnership. There's a strong theme of partnership now, but it could be your own masculine and feminine energy within that you are being encouraged to work with, the balance between the two. I think that you have been overbalanced in one aspect, and you're being invited to, whichever you feel you've been most like, you are being invited to engage more with the other aspect. With the Emperor here, you get the Three of Wands. So there definitely, there's this, in your unconscious, you are waiting for your shifts to come in. Something you maybe worked hard on, but you are not sure of your ability. There's some kind of blockage here about your ability to stand on your own 2 feet, or to look after yourself, to be your own emperor. Very interesting, group 3. I think it would be so important for you to engage with that. Look at your own blockages. I didn't put one for there. Oh, I'll get another one just now. So you get the Lovers with the King of Cups. Gosh, there's this Cups energy. I'm feeling self-love here. See, this King of Cups has the emotional maturity and the upright to know how to put up boundaries, and maybe that's what you are having to learn. Like you have felt out of kilter because you are not in touch with the King of Cups energy within, well, not the masculine energy. And I think it's in particular, it's related to your emotions and your sense of creativity. There's a way that you have been stifling the masculine within on those levels. What am I doing? This is here. This is here. Sorry. So I'll go back. So I was saying something about you this is something you need to look at, is where you play your courage short. You sell yourself short. Tell yourself that you're not courageous enough. And that gets in the way of you reaching out for things because you've told yourself that you're not strong. Or in some variation of that, group 3, maybe not as loudly as that, but some variation of, or it might be in a particular area. It could even be in love, where you feel like you don't have courage. So scrap that, or take it if it fits you. The 2 5s. Around you, 5 of Coins with the 7 of Wands. This is the card of standing up for yourself. It's in the reverse. So maybe this is part of your perspective, is that if you're in there, you don't have to play these games, which comes back to that 7 of Swords. So maybe you've encountered a lot of game playing, and maybe you're tired of having to keep on being defensive. But you think about what this 5 of Coins is saying for you, group 3, as I was saying earlier. In the near future, you have this promise of a victory. So let it happen. Let it unfold as it needs to unfold. Do this wonder. Be filled with wonder, because there's this promise of victory, and I'd love to hear what that is for you. Has it come in by the end of the 2 weeks? Did you get that offer that you're waiting for, or whatever? And then with the King of Wands, you get the Queen of Cups. Oh, this is beautiful, right? So this is what this is saying to me, is these are the 2 energies. This fiery energy of yours needs to be quite masculine, while holding on to the feminine energy, this nurturing energy, holding on to your loving nature. You can be fiery and passionate and stand up for yourself, go out for your own own things while not losing that sweetness, almost that nurturing quality. So you're trying to marry those two in the weeks, or it looks like you're doing that in the next 2 weeks. Now, the advice is the sun. So work with the solar plexus, with the sun going and your solar plexus. Work with that. Trust me, it's powerful. Just do it. I've said it over and over. And you're working with this as well. Like while you're sitting out in the sun, let it illuminate. Like I was saying to group 2, they are doing with the moon. These 3 cups, the spilt milk that you keep looking at, and that makes you not see your potential, not see how you can stand on your own 2 feet, or how you can be in partnerships. And not see your ability to be able to withstand whatever this competitive behavior is. It's like you really are working with self-belief. Group 3. That's your strong message. I'm going to get one more card for you. Okay, so, sorry. Pine spirit, purification. So this, so maybe what this is talking about is your being able to do this work in order for you to let go of these, because this to me feels very much like a head thing, like purifying your mind, doing this inner work, confronting the questions, confronting the where you sell yourself short and why you do that, working with the solar plexus in order to cleanse yourself of those 3 cups, those where you cry over spilled milk, or where you see yourself as the outsider, or where you most importantly, sell yourself short. I think that you're getting an opportunity to cleanse those things, to rid yourself of those vestiges, maybe, of those mind games that you play, of telling yourself you are lesser than. Well, you've got an interesting, a lot of stuff that you can cover in the weeks ahead, group 3, and I hope you do. I didn't even think about this purple, I think, like a deeply spiritual week ahead, working closely with your spirit guides and your higher self. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you, and I send you lots of love, group 3. Bye. Welcome back, group 4. You chose the white feather, and your card, is main female. That's so weird, because we got main male, main female, wealthy male, and I can't even remember what the other one was now. Marriage. So maybe there's a lot to do with partnerships going on for most people watching. Let's see. You get the six of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's something that's a bit out of balance for you. You may be feeling, or maybe feeling taken for granted as well. There's something in your near past that maybe hurt you quite a bit, left you feeling quite emotionally bereft, I think, is the feeling that I'm getting. Especially you get the Ace of Cups in the reverse there. You get the 5 of Swords in the reverse. So I'm seeing this as having been on the wrong side of like a fight. Something didn't work out. But you know, the feeling like with the Tower here, in the reverse. It's like there's no movement forward. It's like being stuck in that at the moment. It's felt stuck, right? We'll see. You get the Ace of Cups in reverse, and what you need to think about. I think your big theme is, how do you give love? How do you receive love? There's this theme of give and take for you. In your unconscious, you're feeling overburdened. And I think it's related to this Ten of Cups, something that depleted you, that was supposed to give to you, and it didn't. But here you are with the King of Swords, ready to cut things out that don't serve you, and good for you, group 4. That's a very important thing, I think. And around you is the Five of Cups. This could be you still needing to focus on those things that spilled. But don't dwell on them too long, because there is a cup that's standing, that's on offer for you. That's the message. It could be because you are now being the King of Swords, cutting things out that don't serve you, that those things are feeling the pinch, whatever they are. You get the Eight of Wands in the near future, which talks about communication, swift communication. It could even be something that you'd asked for, a request you'd made that comes in. Maybe you sent out CVs, but there's some communication that comes in, looks like. You get the card of Temperance in your outcome. It's in the reverse. So there's still this thing that you're struggling with finding balance in a situation, group 4. Let's see. I will look at advice, and I'll focus on advice too. And beneath the deck you get the King of Coins in the reverse. So I think, yeah, there is this concern about balance and stability. With the Ten of Cups you get the Queen of Swords. So I think that what happened was, and maybe you were brave enough and you cut this out. You said, no, I've had enough. And maybe that's why you are where you are today, which is a good thing, right? You have the King of Swords energy, and you have the Queen of Swords, which can talk about a relationship, but I feel like you took on the energy of the Queen of Swords and said, no, this is not fair, I'm not taking this anymore. And so even though things might look like they haven't shifted, they have shifted. Simply in you standing up for yourself, things have shifted. Group 4. With the Five of Swords, you get the Three of Wands. So something, this Five of Swords energy has blocked you from your own ships coming in. Those things that your own dreams, something has blocked you from reaching out for your own dreams, and it's this Five of Swords energy, like someone wanting to take everything for themselves, or some being in a situation where there has been unfairness, has been the thing that has blocked you from reaching for your own dreams and your own wishes. And you get, crossing that, you get the Tower and the Hermit. It still feels like there isn't movement here, but you maybe have withdrawn, which I feel is a good thing, but the situation itself has not fallen away yet, or had whatever needs to fall away. It's still in a place of stasis, of stuckness. But just remember, group 4, you have made movement. You have started speaking out, which that's what I'm getting from here, which is a good thing. With the Ace of Cups you get the Two of Wands, I do think that this is coming back to this, asking yourself a question: how you love and how you view love, how you view giving and taking in love. You yourself. Do you play games? Do you allow others to play games? Do you sell yourself short? Do you whatever? But there's a time for that. Just looking at that gently. It's kind of like you're at a crossroads in a relationship or something, and love can be all forms of love. And here you are feeling burdened, but you get the high priestess as well. So I think that your guidance, and it comes back to this, is doing that inner work. And here you're confronting this, how you love, but you're also looking at what burdens can you let go of? What is your intuition telling you? With the high priestess in the unconscious, it's saying that there's deep inner wisdom that wants to come forward for you, guiding you about where you might take on too much of a burden. You really need to look at that, and I think it's related to how you love, how you give and receive love. With the King of Swords, this no-nonsense you get the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I think that you are much more clear now. You are clearer about how you will show up for yourself, and that's amazing. It's amazing, and it will be reinforced by you doing this inner work here. Group 4. With the Five of Cups, wow, 2 5, similar to Group 3. You get the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands in the reverse. So it's like you are not going to play. If somebody else is playing games, you are choosing not to be part of the game playing. It could be that someone else is realizing, because you've spoken up, that they've been playing games and now they're willing to put down those. Maybe they're feeling the pinch of not having you around, or of you removing yourself, your emotional self, and it's making them change. So like I was saying, things don't look like they've shifted, but to me, they have shifted, and attitude shifts are even bigger than they're deeper, right? They are systemic kind of thing, shifts. So something shifted in your space, in your environment, and this could be big systemic things that you're dealing with. Then there's this communication, comes in with the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I think that this is telling yourself, the Queen of Wands in reverse is this. There's a number of things. You might get communication from a fire sign, but this is in reverse, and to me it's saying that you need to keep your energy up. The energy's in the reverse here, so it's a warning of depleting your energy, and it might come back to this where you take on too much. Also, if you not take on too much, you don't feel good about yourself, so you don't stand up for yourself as strongly as you would want to. So just watch that energy, because it looks to me like important communication coming in, and you want to be at your best. So sleep if you need to sleep. Do this inner work. Confront these things. We're all being asked to confront things in this week ahead, these 2 weeks ahead. And then in your outcome, you have Temperance, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Wands. These are all cards of balance, and they are all in the reverse. But this is not a fait accompli, right? This is just saying, this is how it could look, and it's okay. It's part of your process, that maybe your journey to finding balance in this thing is a big journey. It seems to me quite a big process that you're on. It's Rome again. This thing keeps coming. Rome wasn't built in a day. So take your time with this finding balance, but trust that there is a shift. There's definitely a shift. It comes back to what I was saying, like, it doesn't look on the surface like things have shifted, but things are shifting, and they're merely shifting because you are taking ownership, and you're taking ownership of yourself and putting yourself front and center. And then your advice, the Five of Cups, the Knight of Wands. And I'm seeing the Knight of Wands here again as, please don't poison anyone. It says here, aconite, poisonous herb. I don't think that's what you're being encouraged to do, but you are being encouraged to stand up for yourself. Take on the Knight of Wands energy. It's youthful. It doesn't second guess itself. Sometimes that's not a good thing, but here it's your advice. So it's saying, no, like, do that impulsive thing. If you feel like you need to talk, don't go and stew about it first. Go and have that chat. See where the chips fall. It's asking you to have that kind of bravery. And with the Five of Cups here, this has come up, I think, for everyone. This Five of Cups is somehow confronting those things, the spilt milk. I think in your case, it's confronting where you sell yourself short, where you say that you cannot stand on your own 2 feet. And I think Group 3 got that same message. Yeah, because you've shown yourself as capable of doing that. Also, Group 4, it could be you staying stuck in the past, in the what ifs. Oh, if I'd done that, that would have been different. And you're being asked to look at the past by all means and say what didn't work out, but don't do it as a way of beating yourself over the head, because there's so much potential around you for the things, the partnerships that do have balance. And I think that, it will be so interesting that the next reading you'll find that you're moving more towards that balance. Let me get one more card from here. Willow Spirit, flexibility. So I think that this flexibility is with yourself, is cutting yourself some slack, a lot of slack. Okay, Group 4, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. I send you lots of love as you navigate this really interesting and profoundly transformative path, I believe. I will chat with you again soon. Bye.